On this Father's Day, I send well wishes to all fathers, but especially non-MAGA fathers. Yes, we are in the minority of men, especially white men, but it is us who need to step up as our country resides at the brink of increasing fractures under the chaotic, corrupt, and indignant assault that MAGA men have imposed upon our nation. It is us who understand the most why MAGA men have been salivating with the unjust accumulation of unaccountable power that dominates through fear, manipulation, and lies, while trashing cooperation, dignity, and inclusion. We know MAGA men don't respect rules and don't want to compete. They want control at any price to anyone other than themselves. We also understand that there are potential advantages for us as men if we submit ourselves to MAGA culture through silence, capitulation, or fawning. But we also know that to do so condemns ourselves to a constrained life with diminutive values that worship conformity, obedience, and indignity for others at the expense of our souls. This is not a trade that I will make. I could not live with myself as a man and as a father if I did so. To MAGA men, I wish you well in this Father's Day, but I ask you to reconsider the leadership of this nation through brute force. There are few MAGA men who will benefit from this environment. Most will experience increased pressure from a diminishing of goodwill throughout society. I also ask you to reappraise your respect and admiration for the manhood that Trump represents. If you still see his identity and behavior as an acceptable model of manhood for our children, then you are grossly mistaken, and I reject him and his dark values, but I do not reject you. In fact, I may attempt to start speaking with you more despite not trusting anything about MAGA culture. Please do not continue to impose this culture of force upon our women and children. Yes, you can force submission, but submission through fear is far inferior to submission through persuasion and through trust. To my 3 daughters and stepdaughter, I love you. Engage our culture with your safety and protection in all facets of your lives as priorities at all times. Each of you are gifted in your own ways, even if you doubt yourselves at times. We all do. Trust yourselves to make the best decisions in your lives and believe in your ability to recover from adversity. I believe in each of you to confront and succeed in your lives on your own terms, even if our culture at large puts restraints on women. You are that strong within, and your feminine energy is a force to be respected and nurtured by you most of all. To my stepsons and sons-in-law, my heart extends to you as you navigate a culture that mirrors a destructive form of masculinity that oppresses not just others, but also oneself. You too are gifted with skills and personalities to survive and thrive if you so choose. You do not need to deny nor cower under the privilege that our culture bestows upon white men in MAGA society. When life presents you an advantage, engage it. Believe in yourselves and have the confidence to compete in this world to secure meaningful lives rather than creating lives through force upon others. But never step upon another person while doing so. Rather, offer a hand and pull them with you. That is the potential greatness of the human spirit and our nation. Trust yourselves. To my wife on this Father's Day, I say thank you. Thank you for permitting me to be the man, husband, and father that I need to be in this moment in which silence would crush my spirit. I know the price for your support is not free in this volatile culture. I love you as my equal, even if I do like to get my way. Finally, as a father who is also a physician, if we are to rescue our nation from the invasiveness of MAGA, the antisepsis we need is the care, love, dignity, and justice that we offer one another, and the willingness to resist MAGA culture, even if that resistance remains quiet within our spirits. Quiet resistance is real if silence is a choice for survival in a culture of aggression. Quiet resistance also requires energy, and it keeps our minds from submitting to forces that harm oneself if internalized. While repair and healing of our nation is not assured, if we fail to engage the better spirits of our human nature and fail to maintain resistance against unjust forces, then the sovereign wound to our spirit will expand rather than contract. My advice as a father on this day is to discover your authentic identity and to share it with the world. We need as many authentic voices that are willing to share as an antidote to repression. Trust yourselves and be careful trusting others before you trust yourself. Love and well wishes to all from this father to you.